Good morning, Los Angeles. Today we are so lucky to be at this place that needs a load of work, but it is a native California garden. The woman who lives here planted just about every little bit of this garden, and I am not really a native California gardener. I like to use water-wise plants always. There is a difference between California gardening and native gardening. So she waters this yard once a year. That is like the craziest. Like once a year is nothing.
She said once a month.
I thought she said once a year.
Once a month.
Cancel that. It felt like once a year. She waters this, did she say once a month?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was my mistake because it felt like once a year, but she waters it once a month. I guess once a year would be a little crazy. Once a month is crazy. I have pots I water every single day. They're not native, but anyway. So she waters once a month. She does not have sprinklers. She does everything by hand. And this cleanup that we're going to do here today is all going to be by hand. We're not going to use any machines. It's going to have like 4 or 5 guys here. We're going to be here for the next few days. And when you see the weeds that are going on in here from watering only once a month, never mind. I was going to say, I don't know if she waters all of this once a month or she does pieces, we'll have to ask her how she does that. But what she's going to have here, and the most important thing that she really wants, is that a lot of grasses have grown up in between a lot of the plants and have taken over. So what we're really here to do today is to remove a lot of the grass. So we're gonna walk through here and you're gonna see before what's in here and how you can not even see some of the stuff. And then we'll show you what happens after a fabulous hand job cleanup, because that's what's happening here. Come on. Is this the gate? I don't even know where the gates are. It's so busy in here. Hold on. So a lot of these things I can name, many of them I cannot, because like I said, they're a different kind of plant. But this is a salvia. This salvia, the Allen Chickering, also known as Clevelandia, is giant, and it is on both sides of the yard, and it is everywhere, and it smells so delicious. But we definitely need to clean it up, because if you look here, she had a path under there that goes all the way through here, and you can't even see the path. So she said over the last 2 years it's been raining so much that she hasn't done too much of anything. But this is the kind of garden that you need to stay on regularly. Even though it looks like it can get messy, which it's supposed to be able to, it can get messy, but it can't get ridiculous. This kind of passed messy and went to ridiculous, but it's all here. It is so fabulous underneath, and this woman knows every tree in here. So, and every plant in here, which I love. I would love to be able to know every tree and plant in here. But we're gonna see, I'm gonna show you where we're gonna start. So this is a weed. We don't know what it's called, but it's everywhere. I don't want to pull it without taking the whole root, but whatever this is, which I don't know the name, it's got some serious meanies on it. It has taken over almost as much as the grass. So this is a kind of buckwheat underneath here that she wants to keep all the buckwheat. She wants to keep the salvia, but there's so many weeds that have grown inside of here that my guys are going to have to go in by hand, because that's the way we promised we would do it, and get all in through here and kind of separate things. But I mean, you can't even really see the buckwheat. Right back there is some mean, gorgeous native California rose. You can barely see it. This is a redbud tree. I want you to know you will always know a redbud tree by heart leaves. There's many different kinds of redbuds, but they all have a heart leaf. So I asked her, do you want this to be a redbud bush? Or should we take off the bottom and make it a redbud tree? She likes everything bushy. She's English and she likes this English vibe. But we're gonna start pulling out the weeds and we'll see what and how to reshape. First comes the weeds, then comes the reshape. But there's so many fabulous plants in here. Like, look at this manzanita right here. This is a gorgeous manzanita. It's in the strawberry tree family. You can always tell that by the dark bark. But it too is kind of a bush and not a tree, so everything around it is like laying. Come over here and look at this gorgeous rose. That's one of the meanest roses that there is and the most beautiful. You can see it in there, it's a native yellow. Those pokers on there have teeth. I'm not even kidding you, it's all back in there. Ow, fuck you. You hear me, Rosie? Fuck you. Look at these oranges. I mean, there's 12 different plants in here that we aren't even able to see. You just walk by and pinch everything. Oh my God, I just want to bathe in this stuff. So there's shitloads of weeds. Two main kinds. One are those tall skinnies that I showed you with the kind of razor blades on the edges. And the other is this grass. Come here. Another problem is, even when we pull on this, you see this is all seeds. So the seeds are gonna get everywhere. So even if we pull it out, there's only so much we can do with the seeds. They're gonna be on the ground. So this is a job that's ever going. There's evergreen and ever going. This is ever going. Because with all this grass, even if you pull it all out and you start using water, these little things are seeds. What seeds are you planting? Because we know we ain't planting this. But just look, I mean, this is going to be a completely different thing when we can see this buckwheat. She just told me that she has three different kinds of buckwheat in here. A ground cover buckwheat, a taller buckwheat. I mean, look at this. This is so good. I don't know these, but I see the path in here. The path of, what did we say this one was? Starts with a C. I don't even know. I've been using my app in here, and my app doesn't even know. So you know you're in trouble when your app doesn't know, you don't know, they don't know. We don't know, but we grateful. And I'm telling you, if you could take a whiff in here, you wouldn't even believe what this smells like. I am being eaten to shit and shreds, but it's all so good. Oh, come and look at this, come here. This is what I mean by a mean rose. Ow, shit. I mean, even the leaves are mean. Look at this, come here. Can you see this thing? I'm cutting a piece. Hold on, so you can spot what I'm talking about. Look at these. Ow, farts. Shitsky, that's mean. Look at the hairiness of this thing. So not only does it have nails for, but all through it, even on the bark, is little pokies. You see that? Shit, you rat bastard. But the flower is yellow and fabulous and femmy, and this is the meanest, most masculine human eater on the planet.
Oh, what is it? It's a mermaid rose?
It's a mermaid rose, and it's just poked me to death, too. I can't even, look at the nails. This is talons. Flippin' talons in this thing. Wow. You got to really be on your game. I'll tell you what I didn't do today was come dressed to get in here. I came dressed to be sweating. I need to be dressed to take combat. So there are a few things in here that are not native. Agapanthus are not native to California. And I forget what else she said is something in here that's not native. She has a few things that are not native, but that grow like they are. But you got to be careful when you yank in here because there's so many mean, vicious pieces. We got to lift this. You see when you lift this and you see what's underneath here? Holy crap, these are weeds. So it's gonna take my guys like a few to lift and a few to rip because she wants to make sure everything stays there. Look at, there's like a whole nother plant under here we didn't even see. But we are gonna go underneath here and cut this back completely. So my crew is not here, but I'm just gonna show you that when you lift, even if you start here, so the main thing we're gonna keep on this is the wood. Even though I don't know, because that's where it's all coming from. Look at the wood on that salvia. But the really long tentacles that are hanging out and getting us nowhere are coming down. I mean, even if I just, like, look at, I lift this off of here. There's a whole new world underneath here. Look at this, holy shizzle sticks. I'm just gonna go for the under. Look at that. So actually, I'm glad she's not out here because she, of course, wants to save everything we can. But there are certain things you just can't save. You got to just get cutting and then worry about that later. She was a little concerned that it's a little too hot to be cutting. I said, with a garden like this, you just go for it. While we're here, we'll just keep cutting and cleaning. I mean, there's stepping stones in here. We didn't even know. Well, she knows, but look at this. Oh, it smells so good. But when you cut off the bottoms, things will start lifting, as you can see. If we get in here and cut this really woody, ornamentally stuff, you see what I mean? Now it's lifting, and we can see what's under there. Look at that, 2 little trims made a whole difference. But this is definitely how you got to get in here and hand job it. This is not something that you use a machine on, ever.
You want to show the rest of the property?
Yep, I do. I just wanted to show you how we lift. See? Now you already lifted. We can walk through here. That was 3 little clips. Now we can come in here and clean up underneath there. I could get carried away on every single one of these, but I won't. But just know when you have a garden like this, twice a year, you need somebody to come in and clean it out. If you do that twice a year, then even if it's overgrown and you're only feeding once a month, you're still okay. Come, let's look at the rest of it. Let me get my cup because it will be eaten in here. I can't believe it. You just tell me when you're ready to go. I'm just literally yanking. Just to see what's in here. Right? Look at this. Wow. I mean, seriously. It is amazing though, a little bit of a hand job. Literally, you come in by hand and start yanking, you can see what you have. You could not see what you had if you went with the machine and did this with like a cutter. All right, we got lots to look at, people, but you can see that we can get this all cleaned up. Wow. So I want to show you something else. When you lift it up in here like this, you can see the grass underneath there. If you lift it up and come in here, you can see where the weeds are. Oh, God, that scared me. Right?
Yeah.
Everybody was like, everybody.
Good morning.
Morning. But everybody was like, how you guys don't run out of chicken wings? You guys
I just want to show you what a difference. One bush. Now we need to get in here. Okay, you can see that though, right? It feels so good. I mean, it is clean. You can see how it can get clean. It'll look so much better. So I want to tell you something about myself. Secret time. I always judged myself on how many green cans I filled, especially when my kids were little. Green cans are the waste. And I always had 2. If 2 green cans were filled each week, I mentally was doing well. If 1 was filled, if none were filled, secret about me and my cans. Come on, let's move our cans forward. My dirty old coffee. Okay, I get carried away and I can see where I want to be. But come on, we'll just walk and I won't pull anything. I can't help it. I literally can't help myself. This is like juicy for me. Hold on.
It's your Super Bowl.
Pardon?
It's your Super Bowl.
This is like Super Bowl. Are you kidding? I love cleaning up. One of my favorite parts because this is going to have a whole new shape to it. I am going to get these because I'm already itching and bleeding. I'm a flippin' warrior.
We saw that truck last week.
We did?
Yeah, we drove by it last week. This guy getting impounded.
I think he's a regular. Poor fool. Okay, come on. So I was saying that when you start cleaning like this in here, a little bit goes a long way. It feels so good to yank, you know. It's like getting a big knot out of your hair or a booger out of your nose or a zit off your face. It feels good. And when you do, a little bit makes a huge difference. So today you will see a giant difference here. Just lifting all the grass off of these plants will give it like freedom. So come on, let's walk through. So this is the salvia, which is so beautiful and flowering. It's on both sides. One side feels a little bit juicier than the other. This is the buckwheat that's in here. The weeds love to hide near the buckwheat. And once you start yanking it though, you'll see how different. But this is up near the front door. And I am a student of feng shui. So my shui tells me you never ever want to walk through any path where you're feeling like you have to get like this. You got to be able to like walk through these. And you don't feel like that here. Nobody wants to be like going through like this. They want to. So that's the first thing that's going to change. Because there is a path here, but it's eaten. And this is another way to get out of the house so that you still have to be like. This is not a welcome entrance. This is an entrance where you feel like you really need to, even though it smells delicious, you feel like you need to walk in like this. And that's not cool. Hi.
Hi, how you guys doing?
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good.
You looking beautiful. I like your glasses.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You do the same. This has gotten so crusty by the door. I'm not sure what this one is, but it doesn't look alive. So you feel when you walk in here like, ooh, this is going to be where Baddie Crazy is. And she's anything but Baddie Crazy, sort of. She's lovely. But the place is just overrun. And you will see what a difference this will make. Again, this is that boxwood that's here. She uses her rain barrels. So in here, they've kind of lost their shape. But I just want you to see this is a weed. If you see it anywhere in any garden, anywhere in the United States, you know that that's a weed tree. You get it? They're all over here. You can look up anywhere in Los Angeles and see those coming out of everywhere.
That's what it's called.
I wish I knew.
Tree of Heaven.
A tree of heaven? That's what that's called?
Yeah.
What is the word for that? Did you know?
Yeah.
What is it besides tree of heaven?
I don't know the Latin name.
That's what that's called? I thought it was a tree from hell, and I didn't realize. The tree of heaven is an invasive species in North America. It was brought to the United States in the late 1700s and became popular for urban landscaping, and now we can't get it the hell out. Okay, come through here, through the holly and the camellias. Now this is another fabulous plant called a Matilija poppy. Looks like an egg, but it can take over. So this is somebody that a bird pooped it here, but wait till you see what it looks like back in here. And this is weed fest right here, folks. So all this needs to come out, all these beauties in here. But this is the Matilija poppy that started as one small poppy and that has taken over. And spider webs and hay, and I'm so itchy. Look in here though. So this too has a path that you can't even see because it's been so covered up. So I thought for sure this under here was gonna all be yanked, and she said no, it's a native grass. Can't think of the name of it. It starts with an M. She wants to keep it. This lemon tree, it's kind of on its last. And these avocados. But this is a ceanothus, which is native lilac, and it's all in here. I've never seen it grow like this before. I mean, it's crazy what's going on underneath here. We are going to be introduced to so many things that no one knows except Jackie that are here that have been covered for years. Here's another manzanita filled, like the bugs came and rented that spot out for good. And then these big trees, be careful right there. These are called talon trees. Talon? Yeah, talon.
Toyon.
Toyon. I can't keep the name. I don't know any of them. I knew Toyon, but even though I don't know it. Toyon tree. She has them in red and she has them in yellow in here. Like I said, I know my plants so well. I've never even if I've seen them, I don't know them. But this ceanothus, oh my God, it's fabulous. She told me the name of this one, and I can't think of it. It starts with a C. But it's native, and I'm sure, she said everybody loves it, the birds, the bees, and it's huge in here. It goes all the way back up there. And she has a beautiful Meyer lemon in there. We could make lemonade for the entire nation off that one. So come on and let's get your gloves on and get ready to get your ass kicked by weeds, mosquitoes, love and sunshine, because it's 200 degrees in the flippin' shade today. God, it's good. All right, keep moving. Get her done. Those are tucked under, you don't even see. Who knew? Look at that. So this is where the rocks are. This was the path before you knew it. See how easy it is to fall off the path, people? Before you know it, something grows in your way and you can't even walk down the path. It happens in life, it happens in the garden. That's why you gotta keep your eyes on the path and keep cleaning along the path so you never lose your footing. I'm going to show you what a difference. Now that I can see underneath here, watch this. Oh, I'm eating this stuff. Look at that. Lift it off the dead weight. Another beautiful thing to do with yourself and your garden. Cut away the dead weight. You don't need dead weight. Ain't nobody got time for dead weight. Even if it does smell like $1 million. Oh my God. Look at that. Let me get under here too with my feet. Again, my twister move. And I'm gonna pull some of these ones that are hanging down. Wait. I'll try to go back as far as I can with some of these weeds. Right. Oy. Oh shit, skis. Look at that. Okay, let's see what I got here. I'm gonna yank it all out now. Look at that, people. Hello, free at last. No more weeds, I'm free at last. Although we're not ready to sing that yet. I'm sweating my ass off in here. But look at what a difference, just to lift.
Smells wild.
Right, do you see how you can already see a huge difference? Oh, shitski. I'm gonna cut all the little skinny branches. I'm gonna leave all the mains, the hard ones, and I'm gonna cut the skinnies. That'll give me some. Oh, shitski. There we go. So much better. It is speaking to me. Thank you. Thank you so much. It said thank you so much. Wow, look at all these ants carrying shit into there. Wow. Can't put anything down here, it'll be eaten. Give us some room in here to bring some light in. Look at that. Huge, giant cleanup in just around the trunk of this bad boy. You see how now we can walk in here? Oh, what a difference some weed makes. Wow. Right? I'm afraid to put my scissors down because I will lose them in here. I feel like I'm inhaling this. Makes my throat itch. Oy. Every 6 months you do a house cleaning, a closet cleaning, a life cleaning, just to like check it before you wreck it, because this wrecks it. If it's not checked, it's wrecked. You feel? You feel like you lost 20 pounds each time you clean out a good-ass weed. Look at that. Space to dance in. Shitski, Alex. Look at this. Wow. I mean, seriously. Alex, beautiful. Literally beautiful. And I can see it moving. Look at that thing. Should we take it apart or leave it? I don't know, somebody in a web.
You could open it, but do you want to do it while we're sitting right here?
Kind of.
Do it.
You know I do, doctor.
Probably just a garden orb spider.
I think you're right, but it's such a nice thick piece of cotton. They make this. How do they do it? Oh, I see them in here.
They're amazing, aren't they?
Oh my God, what the heck? Look at that. It's like silk. Look at that little nobule.
I grew up that spiders were very lucky.
That's an egg sandwich right there, folks. I don't want to rip it off the top, but I can see them moving in there and dripping. Oh my God. Should I do some more damage or just leave it?
I think you should leave them.
All right, I'm gonna take him off my finger and I'm gonna plop him somewhere that he can stay. They're in there, they're all in there. I got him. Ooh. So there's, Jackie just cleared up for me, there's two kinds of ruella. There's native California ruella, which makes this purple flower here.
There's also, I think, one that comes from the east as well.
And then there's Mexican ruella, which they sell as an annual too here. But annuals can be perennials in California. And that is an invasive species. So hers is a native California, and the one I'm talking about is Mexican, and it's definitely not a native here. Come here, let's get this.
Yeah, I don't think it, I mean, it's still kind of
What is
invasive.
it?
It's still kind of invasive.
Yeah, it is.
But
Well, and anyway, this kind of garden is so happy to grow anywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this up for us so we can see Mermaid Rose. Oh, you got this? No, this. Okay. Is this it too? Yes. Holy crap. So, do you want me to pull this out or do you want to pull it towards you?
no, I'll get it.
Okay.
I'm coming.
Good.
Um,
That's this.
let's see.
That's all of this.
I may have to come over there. Oh, wait,
I see it. It's all underneath here. Oh,
Oh,
shit.
yeah. I need to. I can't really get it from here.
Ow! Oh.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, you just, ow, fuck you. Do you hear me, Rosie? Fuck you. Wow.
Pick our stronger.
I'm just gonna cut it right at this thing.
All these little pieces.
I know. Shit is right. Your arm gets stuck.
Ooh.
Ow.
I can't believe you're in here with no shirt, Alicia.
Huh?
You're in here with no shirt.
Oh, and I've been eaten 30 flippin' times by this beast. But look at how much better.
Okay.
Hi, me sweating in here with this bitch of a rose that's so pretty you can't even be mad at it. Because how can you be mad at it when it's that pretty? But holy Moses, she's ruthless. Dear Lord. My white sages. Sorry. And in the end, nothing really matters. As long as it's good while it's good. The rest, basura. Right when you think you know somebody, I throw out a good Lincoln Park to you. Holy schnizzlebots. Schnizzlebots. I try to cut them so you can't see that they're straight across. In fact, I hide them underneath their leaves. I look like buckwheat. Oy vey. I didn't see you even up there. Oh my God, I love them so much. Everything in here smells good. Oh my goodness. Why'd you have to go and get things so complicated? So right now I'm trying to dig in to see where I can find this tree weed, the tree of heaven, that is coming out of the middle, so I can have them pull it out underneath here, because we don't want anything but pure salvia in here. Oh my God, I'm grunting. You hear me?
Yeah.
Of course you hear me. I forgot I'm plugged into you. Oh my God, it's just a weed fest in here. Deep, deep in the heart of Texas. Okay, here I come, Zach. Holy crap. Right? Shizzle sticks. Okay, so we are going to wrap up. I am going to wrap up and going to leave my crew, and I'm going to wrap up my part of it. And as you see, I can't even breathe, but we made a huge difference. And we have 2 more days. So you better know that this place is going to be so fabulous. But today, it's the call from the divine. Alicia, your work here is done. Thanks. Bye. He's on his way. Okay, that was my divine phone call. Anyway, I'm just going to reiterate how much maintenance matters. Keeping things tidy and clean inside your house, outside your house, inside your soul, outside your soul. Keeping clean, weeding, seeding, feeding. Maintenance matters, cleanup matters, weeding matters, feeding matters. In and outside your garden. These are the important things that make us look like the best house in the neighborhood. Now we will be back for the next 3 days doing this garden. We'll have the weeds cleaned up first, and then we're going to go through and dig out some of the trees, like the tree of heaven junk tree, weed tree, that's all over this place. So today we'll do a big cleanup, and then tomorrow we'll start we'll start digging out things that are here that don't need to be here. It was a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I'm sweating my ass off, and I feel so good because we've got probably 3 loads to the dumpster, and we are just getting started at 11:30.
Your hair right now, you look like Don King.
I might be like Don King. I feel like Don King. King of the castle, baby. It's all good. But I'm going to move forward on my day and know that I am leaving my people in this gorgeous spot to have flippin' at it.